artists. Squidward Q Tentacles is basically a cartoon version of Leonardo Da Vinci if he were a failure. While Da Vinci's highly regarded for his paintings, inventions, and unsurviving sculptures, Squidward's artistic capabilities are often dismissed, despite him also having paintings, inventions, and unsurviving sculptures. My question is Squidward genuinely a bad artist? I mean, the art world is notoriously terrible at evaluating art. This banana taped to a wall literally sold for $6.2 million. This golden toilet sold for almost twice as much at $12.1 million.
You are made of stupid.
No one in the art world wanted to buy Van Gogh's paintings for the longest time, and the only reason anyone started wanting to buy them was because he died. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint a picture for you that the art world is stupid and Squidward is harshly underestimated. So today, I genuinely ponder the question, ignoring cash value completely, whose art would I actually prefer having in my own home? The genius polymath Leonardo Da Vinci's? Or Mr. Tennis Balls himself, Squidward Tentacles? I'm weirdly enough a big fan of both of these guys, so I think I'll be as unbiased as one can be. We're looking at 5 different categories, so first to 3 wins. Oh, and each category is a best 2 of 3 in itself. Lock and float. Category 1, paintings. Looking at sheer volume, Squidward seems to pull ahead since he's got a room of 492 self-portraits. While meanwhile, Da Vinci has less than 10 paintings that are universally attributed to just him. But size doesn't matter in an art gallery, since quality is king. Putting some paintings head to head, first we got Squidward with the underappreciated Bold and Brash.
More like belongs in the trash.
And in the opposite corner, we got Mr. Leonardo da Vinci himself with this obscure sfumato oil painting called the Mona Lisa. What's going on? Now, of the 2 of these, going fully by a home decor standard, I gotta give it to Bold and Brash if I'm honest, because the Mona Lisa is kinda creepy and doesn't even have eyebrows, while Bold and Brash has a cool color scheme and is a lot more pleasant. But it's best 2 out of 3 per category, ladies and gentlemen, so next up we're gonna look at a couple self-portraits. Now, Squidward gave me plenty of options for self-portraits, but I think this one with the sea bear is probably his best one. Da Vinci didn't give as many options, and even this one right here is pretty minimalistic, but I gotta say, this one has a bit of a ghostly aura to it, so it is a lot cooler than the one by Squidward. Some of you nerds might complain that Da Vinci's was drawn so it shouldn't count, but let me point out that technically all of Squidward's paintings are drawn too, so fair is fair. Since we're playing best 2 out of 3 for each category and they each got 1 point for the painting category, I chose a random painting from each of them to settle the tie. And while this one by Da Vinci looks way harder to make, imagine walking past this thing on the way to the bathroom at 2 a.m. That thing is creepy. There's no shot I would ever decorate my house with this thing. I gotta go with the goofy Squidward painting instead. If you ask me, art should be judged by charm and enjoyability, not prestige. That puts 1 point on the board for your boy Squidward. So now let's move on to category 2. 'Tis easier to write a poem about a man dying than a man flying, as they say. And today we got poems as our second category, since it's another unique form of art that both Squidward and Da Vinci have taken on. So I'm gonna go ahead and present a brief excerpt of a poem from each of them. First we got Squidward's.
What is in a Squidward? A Squidward by any other name would...
12 seconds later.
A Squidward dancing fast, moving like grace.
I mean, sure, he got interrupted over and over, but I think we all got the idea, right? Yeah, nah, his was narcissistic and dumb. Here's one from Da Vinci.
Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt. And poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen.
Okay, honestly, that one's kind of dumb too, but I do think it trumps Squidward's poem at least. So far, Da Vinci's ahead. Round 2 of poetry, here's another one by Squidward.
Unto this world, an octopus was born. A cephalopod with promise and potential. Until he came to work here at the Krusty Krab, serving local morons heart-stopping, artery-clogging garbage, masquerading as food.
Yay! I mean, this one's better than his last, but it's still pretty mid because he's got this attitude on him the whole time. Let's just see what Da Vinci's got.
Thou, O God, dost sell us all good things at the price of labor.
Okay, I actually like that one. Da Vinci's kind of base for that, because translating what he just said, he basically said, if you want good things, then you best go get a job. That's hilarious, and that makes 2 in a row for Da Vinci this round, so that earns him the point for the poetry category, tying the score 1-1. Music. Now, I may not have the best taste in music, but I do know that from the Bee Gees to the Emperor's New Groove soundtrack, music has been an important art medium for millennia. And since both Squidward and Da Vinci get praised for their music, whether justified or not, what better third category could there be than to see who wins in a music off? First off, let's hear some music by Squidward. That's absolutely beautiful. For all the mediocre art Squidward has made over the years, this orchestral song may just be the peak of everything he's made. I unironically often listen to this song while I'm showering, so I think this one's gonna be pretty tough for Da Vinci, especially since, despite being considered a good musician, he never actually wrote down any of his music. I get that he usually was known for improvising while playing, okay? But no one seems to know of a single written song that he definitively made. I saw online, though, that The Last Supper apparently has some secret sheet music hidden within it. So with no other options, let's just give it a listen. It definitely matches the tragic betrayal vibe the painting is alluding to with Judas, but I'll be honest, I don't buy that this music was intentional. I think people are kind of reaching by claiming it was. Also, even if it was intentional, it certainly cannot compete with a bop like the one Squidward made. On a side note, I don't really buy the whole
I never wrote any of it down, but trust me, bro, it's really great music
thing Da Vinci has going on, okay? People give historical figures this weird reverence and allowance that they would never give to someone from today. So because Da Vinci doesn't have any other verifiable music written, this round ends early in favor of Squidward. For round 4, you know we gotta check out some inventions. And to those of you saying inventions aren't a category of art, go cry about it, because executed science may as well be the highest form of art in my genuine opinion. Da Vinci has tons of inventions under his belt, most of which never left the blueprint stage back in the day, like the parachute or the dive suit. But even if you don't want to count those, you still got awesome stuff like this canal lock system that seals tightly under the force of oncoming water. And the fact that this design gets used to this day makes it unquestionably tough to compete with. Meanwhile, what has Squidward actually contributed to humanity? If he invented Opposite Day, I don't even think that really counts as an invention per se, and although he's credited with having invented jellyfishing, he didn't actually do that. So unless we're about to argue that Squidward invented the meta for fine dining, this one's an easy win for Da Vinci. Okay, the score is tied at 2-2, and each contestant effectively skipped out on one round. So for the final round, to settle once and for all who the better artist is, I chose an absolute classic in the world of art, sculpting. Now this category is especially interesting because both of these guys have lost most of their sculptures to the sands of time. This one by Squidward got destroyed in Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, but honestly it wasn't half bad if you ask me. I could totally see myself putting it by the washing machine or something to spruce up my kitchen. So hey, not half bad. Now as for Da Vinci's, his most famous sculpture is this giant bronze horse statue, but the original was actually destroyed when a war broke out, and then they melted it for cannonballs. I mean, that's some cool lore and all, but considering both of them got destroyed, I don't think we could really say either of them won. This first round's a tie. For round 2, literally every other Squidward sculpture I found looked like absolute cheeks. And this recently confirmed sculpture by Da Vinci is our only option for him, and it looks kinda mid as well. I'm not trying to be lame, but hand-on magic conch shell, I really am not sure which guy to give this one to, since neither one of them really have anything all that awesome looking. But then I suddenly remembered there's one important sculpture that I had completely forgotten about. Squidward's handsome face. In the words of the ugly stepsister from Shrek,
He's gorgeous.
He has a face that looks like it was carved by angels.
Meaning it absolutely qualifies as a sculpture. And because handsome Chad Squidward is clearly superior to Virgin Mud Statue, Squidward wins our final round! It's crazy to think Squidward actually won. For the record, Da Vinci is an awesome guy and his stuff is pretty great and all, but it's also a little creepy. So when the goal is home decor, seeing old Squiddy Boy win isn't really all that surprising. Hey, if you had a fun time, please consider leaving a like and joining the crew by subscribing. And if you want to see me rank some SpongeBob things, click on this playlist here since I rank episodes, movies, specials, and all sorts of other SpongeBob stuff. I had a lot of fun making this video, thank y'all for watching it, and have a fantastic day.